just feel so thankful right now.
This single mom left with a brand new car. It's all thanks to the Dream Reset program, which was started by former Dallas Cowboy Kelvin Edwards. Fox 4's Allison Harris was at the event and got the mom's incredible reaction.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! And this is the car I always wanted!
Shock and surprise Sunday for a single mother in North Texas.
I just feel so thankful right now.
Takesha Clark was overwhelmed.
And she said it right.
After being selected to win this Cadillac from a group called Moms Don't Quit.
Oh my God, this is so overwhelming. Like, I can't believe it. Like, I cannot believe it. I can't believe it.
But she was sobbing moments before sharing her story.
And he would abuse me and our children.
She's a mother to 5 boys and says she and some of her children were abused by their father.
Hi guys, my name is Takesha Clark, and today we're going to be discussing how I manifested the car of my dreams basically in a 2-week time frame. I don't really want to say that it was exactly 2 weeks because I've been on this spiritual journey for a few months now, but I do know that it was dedicated 2 weeks from one situation where I decided that my life had to change immediately, you know, and it led to another situation where my life was changed immediately. So I know you guys just saw the clip or whatever about how I won a Cadillac SRX from a single moms conference. Shout out to Dream Motivates, Dave Power Talk. I don't know if you guys can see my little wristband, but at David Power Talk or whatever, make sure you guys follow them. And that's Dream Motivates and Dave Power Talk. Shawnee Culture was there. The news station was there, you know. Thank you to everybody that was a part of that whole situation. And I'll definitely explain how everything unfolded. So I want to start by saying that I'm not anybody, you know, like this, like, I don't know, like, I can't even really figure out the word that I want to say. I'm really just a regular person, you know what I'm saying? I have 5 boys. I've been through some crazy situations in my life, you know, but the thing is that I made it through. I went through those situations and I made it through. And there was, believe me, there was times where I didn't think I would make it through, where I didn't know what the next move was, where I basically felt helpless and I felt down and out. But I had a really good friend of mine come to me in Atlanta, and basically he let me know that you are not the person that I know you to be. Like, you look defeated and you're a fighter. Like, I've always known you to be stronger than this. So whatever you're going through, you need to get through it so you can get back to who you are for your kids. So long story short or whatever, that was basically the awakening that I needed to realize that I could be more and that I could do more, and that just because I'd gone through something, that didn't change who I was, and it was only making me stronger for who I'm supposed to be. So I got a few little tips or whatever for how you too can manifest anything that you want, you know, anything that you desire, because we were put here with the divine right to have everything in this world that we wanted, you know, as long as it's good for our higher self, you know, our higher being or whatever. So basically it all started like this or whatever. Let me rewind so you guys kind of have a little bit of a background story. So on July 16th, I went to a conference with one of my friends, the same friend I was telling you about or whatever, out here in Dallas, and we went to go see Coach Stormy. It was a tea party, I'm sorry. And I really didn't know what was going on. I honestly never heard of Coach Stormy. I know, shame on me or whatever. But we went to the conference. It was really, really good information. We learned a lot about the ISO-T, of course, and the opportunity to work for yourself on your own terms and so on and so forth. But beyond just the T, I learned so much from Coach Stormy's story or whatever. And she didn't really go into deep details about, everything that she'd been through in her life or whatever. However, when I looked at her, she was someone that I could identify with. Someone that I felt like I knew. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever felt like that before, but you see somebody and you're like, dang, they seem familiar, and it's like I said, I'd never heard of her. I didn't know who she was on Instagram. Like, I'd never heard of her or whatever, other than my friend talking about her every now and then. So I'm there at the conference. She's giving all this amazing knowledge, all this great information, and I'm just connecting. Like, I just felt alive, that was like another defining moment in my life where it's like someone's telling you you're more than what you think you are. You're capable of more, so you have to do more. You have to want more, though, and you have to know that you're capable of more. So, long story short, we ended up staying after the meeting or whatever so we could get a picture with Coach Stormy. And as soon as I walked up to, engage with her, she looked at me like, yo, do I know you? And I'm like, yo, that's crazy, because I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, yo, like, I feel like I know you, but I know for facts that I'd never heard of you before today. And not to be any kind of way. I was ignorant, I was ignorant to who Coach Stormy was. I had no idea. However, she embraced me and she spoke blessings over my life. She let me know that, this was only the beginning for me. Some lady that I'd never even known, what I'm saying, is speaking to me like my auntie, or like she knows me, or like a teacher or a mentor, so that was just crazy, So after that moment or whatever, I knew that it was possible. I had to see it on somebody else just like me, somebody else that made it, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I like the things that I like, like sometimes I like to hang out with my friends, I have friends that work in all different areas, all different things, and I don't judge people. Like, I like to live freely, I have morals and respect, of course, for myself and for others. However, I don't judge anybody's path. Everybody's welcome here as long as you have positive energy. Now, that's the only thing that I do judge is negative energy. If you got some negative energy, you can exit stage left. Well, I guess it'll be that way for you guys, or whatever. Just, you can exit, left or right. It doesn't matter. You can go if you have negative energy. But after that moment or whatever, when I got back home out here in Dallas or whatever, I sat down and I really came up with a game plan for how I want my life to go, because I knew that if someone else could make it from a situation probably worse than mine, or not even on a comparison level, but if somebody else can make it from a bad situation, so could I. I just knew I could, I felt it inside of myself. And I feel like that was step number one. You have to know you can do it. You have to know you can do it. Everybody can tell you, oh, you're capable of this, you're capable of that, you should be doing this, you should be doing that. But if you don't feel like you can do it, you'll never make any steps progressing. So I sat down and I came up with a list or whatever. I came up with a list of goals, a list of things that I wanted, a list of things that essentially I deserve, because I'm a goddess, you know what I'm saying? And you're a goddess too, or God, whichever you identify with. However, like I said, you just have to know who you are and what you're capable of. And that's anything. You're capable of anything you set your mind to. This right here, your imagination, your mind, your brain is so vast. Like, you have to utilize that. You have to see it here before you can see it here in the physical. So I made a list, like I said, or whatever. And I also started affirmations. Now, when I was younger, my mom used to take me to all these different seminars, about being awake and way back when The Secret first came out, and affirmations and, you know, speaking into existence. And I was young, so I really wasn't trying to hear all of that. It didn't make sense to me how I could imagine something and then it could be real when I'm looking at a struggle right now in my face. I'm like, okay, whatever. It's not going to change my situation just imagining something. This is definitely not some Disney stuff. You know what I'm saying? But fast forward to now. Now, you know, I'm looking this stuff up on YouTube, you feel me? Like, I'm Googling. I'm definitely the Google queen. I promise you. I promise you. I'm definitely the Google queen. If it's something that I want to learn, something that I want to know, I'm going to YouTube it. I'm going to Google it. You can bet your bottom dollar I'm going to figure it out. So anyway, I'm doing my affirmations or whatever in the mirror, reading my affirmations in the mirror or whatever that I'd written myself for things that I wanted to be better at. Like, I am beautiful, you know, because for a long time I had a confidence issue. The whole fact that I'm on this video right now with no makeup on, like just a regular face, you know, like just my regular face, like, guys, you don't even understand how far I have come. Now, there are people out there that have grew up with me and they know. Takesha, Kay, oh, Kay's gonna have on a full face and some lashes, baby. Please believe. Beat to the heavens, baby. Okay, believe it. Beat to the goddesses and the gods. Thank you. I'm trying to tell you all the time. But that was something else that I wanted to work on or whatever. Loving myself for me, for this, like, for this right here. That's it. Just loving this, you know, like all of this, like this temple that I was blessed with. So anyway, I like to ramble sometimes, guys, so I get off topic. However, reeling it back in now. Okay, so I started my affirmations or whatever in the mirror every day or whatever from that night that I met Coach Stormy, which was July 16th now. Follow me, okay? Started my affirmations. I also would do my meditation while I sleep, my affirmations as well while I sleep, some YouTube videos or whatever. I'll definitely link the put the link down in the description box or whatever so you guys can check those videos out as well. I basically would just pop my earbuds in and go to sleep, and the next morning I woke up feeling more and more energized. You know, I just felt better about myself. I was excited and ready to get some things done, you know? Like, have you ever just felt like a boost of energy, like you just had like a superhuman shot or something? I mean, I don't even know how to explain it. I was just ready to go, motivated more than ever before. So now we're moving on. I did my affirmations, my nighttime affirmations, meditating. That's another thing that was really, really big for me. I was definitely meditating once or twice a day, at least for 5 or 10 minutes at the very least. You know, you really want to give yourself that time to really clear your mind, because when your mind is clear and your mind is still, all the answers that you've been searching for, they find their way to you because they've already been there the whole time. You know, you just got so much other clutter going on. So when you focus your mind and you meditate, everything comes to you. Like, that's really all I can say. And like, my best advice for meditating, because I know sometimes meditation can be hard when you're new to it or whatever, is to focus on nothing. I know that sounds crazy, but try to focus on nothing. Try to just focus on emptiness. Imagine just an empty vessel, you know, like just emptiness. Like, I promise you that works for me, and hopefully it'll work for you. Okay. So, and then another thing that was really big or whatever is, my smudging. I keep my Palo Santo. Keep me some Palo Santo. I promise you, it smells so good. It's not as smoky as sage. However, it is a little smoky, don't get me wrong, but it just smells amazing. And I promise you, this keeps my energy where it needs to be. If I wake up in a bad mood one day or whatever, I smudge. If I wake up in a good mood, I smudge. If I feel like somebody's energy is a little off, I smudge. I keep this in my purse. I keep this in my house. I keep this everywhere I go with me, just in case I need to light it real quick and, you know, get my vibes back to where they need to be, because it is a frequency. And that's another thing, but that's another video. Also, my crystals. keep me some crystals. I got my rose quartz, you know, it's my baby right here. It's like quartz and rose quartz. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like joined together. This was like one of my very, very, very first stones. And this is my baby right here. This baby goes everywhere with me. I also have my citrine or whatever. You guys know that's good luck, money, you know, good fortune, all that good stuff. Beautiful yellow color. It's my little baby right there. I keep my smoky quartz, and for me, smoky quartz is like a confidence builder. It like reassures me that I got this, you know what I'm saying? Like when I start to get nervous, I just rub it, and it's like a little, you know, thumb rubber thingamabobber. I don't remember what these are called, guys, but you know, I just rub it or whatever, and it gets me right where I need to be. That's that smoky quartz. It's another one of my babies. Also, I have my pyrite, and you know, pyrite, same thing, money, good luck, you know, all that good stuff or whatever. Just these are my babies. So I was doing that or whatever since I met Coach Stormy, and my friend, the friend I was telling you guys about, came to me and he was like, yo, I'm going to be helping these people with this single moms conference, and they're giving away a car. And I think you should, you know, enter the drawing or whatever for the car. Now, the catch is, okay, are you ready for the catch, guys? The catch is that you have to write a story about your story, basically explaining what you've been through as a single mom and, you know, some of the challenges that you faced and so on and so forth, you know. So I didn't really want to do it. I'm going to be honest, you know, I really didn't want to do it. And I was arguing with my friend about it, and he just kept bothering me about it. Like, yo, you need to do it. You need to do it. You need to do it. And I'm like, yo, you don't know my life. You don't know my story. Like, I've been through this and I've been through that. And no, it's not anybody's business. And this, that, and the third, and so on and so forth. Like, I literally gave him hell, guys. Like, I gave him hell about this story or whatever. So he kept asking me. A few days passed, and I'm still like this. Like, boy, get out of my face. No, I'm not about to do that. No, I'm not doing none of that. Like, no, it's nobody business, and you know, whatever, all of that for no reason. Okay, so finally one day he was like, yo, you need to do this. This is your car. Like, he spoke that into my life, and I felt it when he said it, just out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Like, out of nowhere. So I sat down, I wrote the story, you know, and I was crying, booger snot tears the whole time. Like, my heart was hurting. Like, I was going through anxiety. Felt like I was having a panic attack. Like, oh my gosh, it was just a whole freaking situation, basically, or whatever, writing this story. But the moment I was done writing that story, it didn't matter to me if I want a car, if I want a helicopter, if I want a freaking piece of bubble gum. It didn't matter to me if I want anything at all, because in that moment, I won. In that moment, I won, because I had faced that trauma. It no longer had a hold over me or whatever, and I was able to express myself in hopes that I could help someone else. Basically, you know, like, and I mean, my life has changed from that moment, obviously, you know, so I'm not really going to get into the details of the story, but I'll just give you guys just a little bit, you know. I am a domestic violence survivor, and I am happy to say that. And I am happy to say that I am a survivor. And if you're going through it, or you went through it and you're a survivor as well, you should be happy to say that as well. You survived. You made it through. And if you're still in the situation, you will make it through. And if you need somebody to talk to, please feel free to hit me up, because guess what? I didn't feel like I had anybody to talk to. And it wasn't because I didn't have anybody around me that loved me. It was more so because I was embarrassed. I didn't want to admit that I'd allowed myself to go through that, and I'd allowed my children to go through that. I didn't want to admit that my marriage had failed. I didn't want to admit that I was being stubborn and blind, you know, like it was so many things that I didn't want to accept. But in that moment, I accepted it all. I accepted that I'm a human. I accepted that I'm a woman. I accepted that I make mistakes. You know, I accepted that I can learn from my mistakes. And in that moment, I reclaimed my power. And yo, I promise you guys, like when you reclaim your power, nobody can shut you down. Nobody. So back to the story. Okay, so that's what my single mom story was about or whatever. So I sent it to my friend. He read it and he was like, that story is so powerful. He's like, I am so proud of you. That story is so powerful. Like, you got it. You got it. I sent it to his mom and she, you know, cried a little bit and she was like, oh my God, I can't believe you've gone through so much. Like, I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't known you for that long, but just to know that this is what you went through and this is where you are, like, you should be proud of yourself, you know, like you're a survivor. Like, and sometimes we need to hear that because we don't really realize that we normalize a lot of things that are not normal. It's not normal for somebody to wake up and just want to beat you up and you keep it moving. Like, no, that's not normal. Like, it's not, like, at all. So, went through that or whatever. Now, fast forward to the day of the conference, okay? Now, initially, when I sent the story to Dave, Power Talk or whatever, and I didn't think anything else about it, honestly, because like I said, I'd already won. So it didn't matter to me if I won or whatever, you know, it really didn't matter to me. So basically, the day of the thing or whatever, the day of the Single Moms Conference, the Reset Conference, not the thing, guys. It's the Single Moms Reset Conference. Dream motivates. Make sure you guys follow him. Make sure you guys follow Dave Power Talk. Make sure you guys also follow Texas Luxury Auto. I'm going to make sure I keep shouting these people out because, yes. And, oh, most definitely make sure you go follow Coach Stormy. What's up, Coach Stormy? 2020 Vision, 6 months to $1 million. I'm here. We doing this, okay? Like, seriously. So, anywho, back to the story because, like I said, I like to ramble. So anyway, we get to the conference and initially, like I said, I was really just going to help my friend or whatever. He was going to help and he has his own business or whatever, you know, going to basically encourage people to be on, you know, the conscious spiritual path or whatever, you know, to understand that everything lies within you and you're capable of anything and, you know, all the good stuff or whatever. So I was just going to help. I had my crystals tucked in my bra, you know what I'm saying? Because I keep my babies with me, like, you know, keep a baby Glock. No. I keep my bag of crystals, you feel me? Like, for real. So anyway, I get there, and when I got there, we were a little late. So I had to sign in, and I couldn't find the lady at the sign-in desk or whatever. And Lana, I think her name is Lana. I really hope it's Lana. If it's not, I am so sorry, but it's Layna. So I think it's Lana the concierge, Lana the speaker concierge, the public speaker concierge. I believe that's her Instagram. I'm going to link that down below too or whatever. I'm just filming this video on the fly, guys, because I've been putting it off for so long, you know. Like I said, I used to be so like self-conscious and I'm thinking, oh, I got to make sure my makeup's done. Oh, I got to make sure my hair is done. Oh, I got to figure out what I'm going to wear. But I woke up this morning with a wild hair that was just like, let's do it. You feel me? It's time. I guess because it's been exactly 1 month. It's the 28th today of August and I won the car on the 28th of July. So it's time. You feel me? 30 days, it's time. So anywho, moving forward, back to the story. Okay. So I get there, like I said, I'm looking for the person to sign in. I sign in and she looks at me like, Takesha, huh? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, all right. And I'm like, what? And she's like, just remember that look. And I'm like, okay. Still not thinking nothing of it, okay? Still not thinking nothing of it. I'm sitting here, you know, I'm receiving the word, receiving all the positive information, receiving the knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Fellowshipping with my fellow single moms, you know, exchanging the energy. We had some really, really good food. M. Taylor Taylor Pace, I believe, or whatever. I'll link his description as well. I mean, his link in the description box as well, or whatever. He sang for us, you know. It was just positive, you know, just very, very, very positive. They were giving away school supplies for the kids. Like, everything was just amazing. It was an amazing, amazing, amazing conference or whatever that I am so happy to say that I'm a part of, okay? I'm so happy to say that I'm a part of that. But that's another video. So, moving back to it. So, I'm sitting there or whatever, and everything's going on, and now they're about to announce who's gonna win the car. So I'm just sitting there, you know, they're playing Beyonce, you know, I love me some Beyonce. They're playing I Was Here or whatever, and I'm like, oh, I love this song. Dream was talking about his mom or whatever, who's now an angel from above, you know, rest in heaven, you know what I'm saying? He was just talking about how she motivated him to even do this for single moms, and I really feel like that's a really, really, really beautiful thing or whatever. So Dream had me crying, you know what I'm saying? Tears just falling all down my face. David comes up there with this big, huge check or whatever. Huge, huge, huge check, like the publisher clearinghousing checks, you know what I'm saying? And they counted down and they flipped it over, and my name was on that check. And guys, I didn't even know like what to do. Like, my whole body was just like, are you serious? And I was just crying. And even now, like, I feel like I'm about to cry now because, like, you guys just don't understand how much that changed my life. Like, I've been in Dallas, you know, away from my kids who are in Atlanta right now or whatever, just basically out here trying to start a new life. Like, I had to get away from that abusive situation, and now I'm here looking for a home, you know, so that I can bring my kids out here to a much, much better situation. Like, and to win that car, to make it possible for me to go back and forth much easier. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can just hop in the car and drive to Atlanta, pick them up, bring them out here, take them back, you know, like, it's just so much easier. Like, now I can accomplish my goals faster. Now I can do Uber. Now I can do, you know, just a lot of other things that I wasn't able to do before to advance myself for my children, you know. So I basically broke down, you know what I'm saying? And I walk up to the stage, I share a little bit of my story, and I walked outside, guys, to see the car of my dreams, okay? Do you hear what I'm saying to y'all? The car of my dreams, a Cadillac SRX. Now, I know I told you guys I have 5 boys, okay? So the car that I was looking for when I was in the market of looking for a car was either going to be a minivan or some big, huge Tahoe-ish SUV, you know what I'm saying, so that I could have 3 rows. Y'all, why this car have 3 rows? Tell me why. Why does it have exactly enough seating for me and my children? Why? How? You want to know how? Because I manifested it. I knew what I wanted, and I made that happen. I knew what I was capable of, and I put it here. I saw it here first, and I made it happen here in this reality. And you can do it too. You guys can do it too. Like, I promise you, I'm not anything different or like super special. Like, I didn't have any type of like, I don't know, like substantial push or something like that. Like, I literally had a realization that I could do it, and I made it happen. Like, seriously. And you can make it happen too. And like I said, I thank Dream. I thank David. I thank Coach Stormy. I definitely thank Coach Stormy, because you know what? Before you can do anything, you have to have a realization. You have to have a realization. And once you have that realization, it's just like that. Like, I can do it. And just like that, it gets done. It happens. just like that. I promise you guys. Like, I promise you. Like, I didn't know David before the conference. I definitely didn't know Dream before the conference. I didn't know Coach Stormy before I met her at the conference. I just had a person that was placed in my life, which was my friend or whatever, the friend I was telling you guys about, that helped me align my steps. And sometimes people will be placed in your life just for that sole purpose, to get you on your path where you need to be going, where to help you achieve what you're supposed to be achieving, you know, like, and nothing more, nothing less. Like, and that's what people are placed in our lives for sometimes, guys. Like, just to remind you, like, you are that boss that you know you are. Like, stop being down on yourself. Things happen for everybody. Everybody's going through it. Everybody has troubles. Everybody has trials and tribulations. But guess what? That test, baby, that test will one day become your testimony. Like, I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. Not really, you know. I mean, of course I wanted to be a supermodel, but, you know, we can still do that. But however, long story short, and all jokes aside, guys, all jokes aside, now I feel like my platform is to help other people that have been in domestic violence situations where you don't see an up and you don't see an out, but there is an up and there is an out. I promise you there is. I have 5 boys, okay? 5 boys. 5 boys, okay? 9-year-old, 8-year-old, almost 3-year-old, and my twins are almost 2, okay? Almost 2. If I can do it, you can do it too. I promise you. And if you don't feel like you can, guess what? Hit me up. Because I'm going to pipe you up. I'm going to let you know you can. I'm going to boost you up. I'm going to give you confidence. I'm going to let you know. If I can make it, baby girl. How B. Simone said, y'all, baby girl. Like, for real. Don't laugh at my impressions. But still, long story short, like I keep saying over and over, you can do it. Like, I promise you, you can. So guys, I just wanted to say thank you guys for tuning in to my how to manifest anything that you want, how I manifested the car of my dreams. Oh, I forgot. This is my baby. This right here, this is my baby, y'all. This is my manifestation journal. And I made it myself, you feel me, because I'm crafty like that, and I like to, I don't know, I like to craft. I find peace in crafting. I get, you know, my mind together when I'm being creative or whatever. So this is my baby. This is my manifestation journal. And when I tell you I put everything in here, everything in here. I put my goals in here. I put my dreams in here. I put the dreams for my kids in here, like things that I want for my loved ones in here. Everything goes in here. So it's very, very personal. I'm not going to show you guys what's in here. I might show you guys an older manifestation journal that I have, maybe on another video. But this is solely about how I won the Cadillac SRX that I have always wanted, guys. Like, I've always wanted that car. It's like perfect. I don't even know what else to say, guys, but everybody wanted to know how it happened. So that's basically how it happened. I hope you guys like, share, and subscribe, because this is one of many, 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 many videos to come. This is long overdue. I should have been on YouTube years ago, believe me. So many people have already, you know, been on my neck about my YouTube channel. So I just want to welcome you guys to my channel. If you guys have any comments, any questions, any topics you'd like me to discuss about manifestation or about domestic violence, about who I am, about my kids, or, you know, just anything that you guys really want to know, be sure to hit me up or whatever. I'm Goddess Acacia on Instagram. And that's Goddess spelled regular, and Acacia is ACACIA. I'll put that in the description box below as well. And I follow back, so if you follow me, I follow back. I'm just a regular mom, you feel me? Like, I'm not like some internet celebrity or whatever. Like, I'm just Kay or whatever. Everybody calls me Kay, so you can call me Kay too. And so yeah, that's basically it for this video, guys. I think the next video will probably be a little bit more about me, you know, who I am, and maybe a little bit more about the story, you know, a little bit more about what I went through with my ex-husband. But I don't really want to go that deep into details because it is like a very crazy situation, and he's still harassing me to this day. So I really don't want to get him stirred up harassing me anymore with those fake Instagram pages. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, I love you guys, love and light. Like, just know that you are the prize. You can do it. You got this. You got this. You got this. You got this. Get up and go make something happen. Get some manifestation going. Get those affirmations going. Get it, 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 y'all. I'm trying to tell you, 6 months to $1 million. Keep your eyes out for that, because that's what we're doing. And I want all of y'all to come with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not leaving nobody behind. I don't care if you guys are crying, kicking, screaming while I'm dragging you to the top, okay? We're all going to the top, okay? Me and all my little gypsy friends. I promise you, we're going. We're going to get there. And like, hold on. Before this video is done, I have to say this, okay? I have to give the utmost thanks, you feel me, to God. You know what I'm saying? The Lord above, the universe, whatever you want to call that force that we're all a part of, that we are all connected to, the creator source, whatever you want to call it. I must give thanks to that energy, okay? That energy that we all carry within ourselves, okay? Have to do that. So I give thanks. Thank you, and shout out to my grandmother, who's resting in heaven right now, you know, directing my steps along with all of my other ancestors, guys. But I'll get into that on another video as well. So, okay, I'm done. Finally, like, I hope this video is not going to be too long. I'm going to edit it, you know, and all that good stuff, and, you know, make some cool stuff happen as soon as I figure out how to do that. But anywho, guys, I love you. I love you. I love you. Have an amazing, amazing day, and get to manifesting.